everything you do up to a certain point, hell, up to this point, everything you should do following this, everything should be about ways to improve yourself. I realize, I'm talking about self-improvement while smoking a cigarette. Cigarettes give you cancer. Yeah, okay, whatever. Now, there's a stack of books in here, I'll explain in a bit. Knowledge is a very valuable thing. Most people have it, some don't. Some do, some don't. When I was a kid, I spent a lot of time at the library. The library was a great place. You can find all kinds of stuff. I learned how to pick locks by reading books on locksmithing from the library. I learned about medical herbs. I learned about skiing. I learned how to sell a boat. Books at the library. I learned how to think for myself. I read both Thomas Paine and Karl Marx. I've read Mein Kampf, all from the library. Now, bear in mind, I don't subscribe to the philosophies of Hitler or Marx and Lenin, but I learned about them. Everything you should do should be a process of learning. Always a process of learning. I learned how to draw from books in the library. Damn good artist. So what I'm going to get to in a minute. People tend to be influenced by likes and dislikes. Guess what? If you do, you're stupid. Yes, you should ask a girl out on a date because you like her. You should buy a car for what it has under the hood, not because you like the paint job. And you should take all knowledge with a grain of sand, regardless of where it comes from. And keep what is valuable and throw off what you don't like. I don't agree with Karl Marx, nor do I agree with Mao Sing, but Marx said it and Sing quoted him, or Mao quoted him, when he said, all authority comes from the barrel of a gun. Because of that, you have to accept that there are certain people in this world who don't want you to own a gun because they don't want you to have any kind of authority, especially the authority to protect yourself. I know. Most gun control advocates are scared. They cannot defend themselves without a weapon, so they assume no one else can defend themselves without a weapon, and they are shocked by the violence of other people. The simple fact of the matter is they're pussies. They cannot defend themselves, so they want no one else to be able to defend themselves either because they feel bad about themselves and who they are. Which gets me to this stack of books over here. I'm going to get into books. Now these are books that I own, but some of these came from the library. They were resold or whatever. This was one as well. It's called Teach Yourself Judo. It gives you all the throws and takedowns, and even a little bit of ground fighting. The library was picking it up, was selling it at one of their used books themselves, and I bought it and picked it up. It's always good to have a refresher course, and I can't remember Japanese names on the shit. Fuck. So, then we have Karate by Russell Kazuki. Not necessarily a good book, mainly written for children. In fact, I picked this up when I was a child. I already had a black belt in karate when I bought this, but hey, 50 cents, and it gives me a lot of the basic stuff in here, and it gives me use it as a visual aid for my refresher course and stuff. Works great. The Infamous Secrets of the Ninja, which, by the way, you can download for free at shpuld.com. And it's written by Shpuld, who is sometimes referred to as being this big fraud. But, like him or hate him, you get into this book. I gotta be careful because it rips open, pages are falling out of it. you have a basic description of espionage as a weapon before you even get into the basic ninjutsu stuff. And you have the meditation, kuji-kuri, which is all occultism to some people. Some people not. It's a derivative of Shinto, which is religion. Then you get in here to the art of hiding. And it talks about how to use terrain and everything else, and it has several ways of sneaking around. Low crawl, high crawl, different stepping techniques, how to pivot around doors, so on and so forth. Use a grappling hook, climb a rope, gives you all these nice little positions of concealment. How to enter somewhere. So then we get to this section over here on sensory removal, where it shows you how to kill a person at close range by sneaking up on them with a knife or a garrote or even a chokehold. And it covers attacking from ambush and a few other little evil techniques, how to escape, how to take a cop down while they're searching you. This is useful. Now, this is an old book, by the way. It covers a few martial arts techniques, how to use nunchucks and the katana and ninja stars and whatnot. Knowledge. Love it or hate it, it's there. This was another one. I had seen this one at the library when I was a kid, and it had gotten stolen by someone. For some reason, all the books on ninjutsu, especially by Shuriken, were stolen. The ones that were owned by that were written by Stephen Hayes stuck around a lot longer. But there's a lot of kids that were coming up here and stealing the books, and then trying to resell them or trade them off to other people. This one covers a lot of reversals and joint locks. They're all variations of the karate strikes or karate blocks. And you got some stuff in here on weapons and more stealth and everything else, but this is primarily a book on weapons, sticks and chains and so on and so forth. And I picked this one up at a used book thing from the library myself, which is a thing on kung fu exercises, which is kind of like yoga, and 50 cents. And with the exception of a few of these books that I wanted to read but couldn't find them, I got most of those at the library. Some of them were sold. Actually all the ones I got from the library were sold. Some of them that I wanted from the library, they never got a chance to get old and sell because they were stolen by someone else. But the point is, knowledge is there. Knowledge is wherever you look for it. If you want to defend yourself, go take a martial arts class. Any martial arts class will do. If you want to own a gun, go buy one. If you feel that for whatever reason you cannot defend yourself, too small, too weak, you're a woman, you're a guy but you're a bitch, whatever. If you feel that you cannot defend yourself and you feel bad about yourself because you cannot defend yourself, instead of making excuses for yourself and trying to tear other people down and fuck everyone else's life up, then here's an idea. Learn. If you learn and you still feel you can't do anything, whose fault is that? Like I said, there's every opportunity in the world. Here's a stack of knowledge that can be acquired freely at the library. You don't have to buy a library card. You can just go over and sit there and read it, which is what the library is there for. But nope. You're sitting there cruising around the fucking internet looking at YouTube videos, trying to find ways that rot your brain. Knowledge is very important. Knowledge is power, so they say. They just don't tell you the rest of the story. Knowledge is a power so long as you're the only one who has it. Remember, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.